Hello everybody, my name is Dranger. I want to welcome you to episode 2 for another figure review, another Hot Toys figure. This time it is going to be the deluxe version, the 2018 Obi-Wan Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith. This figure was really hard to get, seeing how there is only one of him, and it comes with a deluxe version, which comes with the baby Luke Skywalker and the hologram figures. And the light up table, which is actually pretty cool. It's one of my favorite accessories that comes with him. But why is there only one? I can only find the deluxe version. I didn't know there was a normal one, but if there is, let me know. But anyways, let's go ahead with the review. First off, since it's a deluxe figure, we get extra box art, like right here, an extra pose that we could do. Or we got this one on the side, which I actually like this one a lot. It's pretty cool, very dynamic. Who knows, maybe you guys will see that pose at the end of the video. Like I said, it's the deluxe version, so it does come with the holograms and the baby Luke Skywalker, which, in my honest opinion, I could have probably done without the baby. Nothing against it, it's just, why do we need a baby? It's not really action figure-y, you know? But anyways, we're gonna take a look right up into the character, but first I want to take a look at the art that is behind this box. And yes, that is our Ahsoka figure in the background. But the more figures that we get, I hope to make a line longer and longer and longer, as if it will keep going. And when I start running out of room, they will be going on a shelf where they will sit probably for a good while. This art looks really cool though. You gotta love the Revenge of the Sith theme to it. The lava and the sparks flying everywhere. I've mentioned in my Ahsoka review that I do plan on getting some custom sabers from Ironwork Studios. They have very nice sabers that are LED, and I would love to put them with my figures. Now that we have everything, including all the art that comes with it, looked at, we can finally look at the figure. Okay, now that we got everything taken out of the box, we can get a closer look at our Obi-Wan. I first want to get the display base out of the way, because, I mean, come on, Hot Toys. It's cool that you gave us a rock pattern to interchange, but, like, I don't really get the sense of Revenge of the Sith from this display base. It's cool and all, and it kind of looks like the Mustafar ground, and I don't know, it just, I feel like they could have done more out of it. And I always suggest that they could use display stands like this I showed off in my Ahsoka review. One that's very flexible, and one that you can move around a lot, one that doesn't damage your figures, very posable, and all together just better. I've seen videos of people showing off their Hot Toys and Sideshow collectibles with stands like this, but I don't know why Hot Toys goes back and forth. Maybe it's only because this is a 2018 figure versus the Ahsoka figure, but that's still a 2-year gap where they're almost the same display game. So next, I don't know why I grabbed a hand. Now that we got the display base out of hand, we can take a closer look at one of my favorite accessories, which is the damaged battle droid. It's really cool, actually. You can see all its guts and whatnots, or its gears, because it's a clinker, of course. It's very detailed. And then you get the orange lining like it was just burned. Another piece, which is the head. This is Hot Toys level type stuff. This is what we like to see. Accessories we don't really need, but are cool nonetheless. I mean, come on, look at that. One of my lights just turned off. Yeah, all together. A lot of detail on the clinker, I should say. If you guys wanted to see what it looks like with all the pieces together, pretty much, if you're looking at it, I don't know. I think it's this way? No. Yes, it is this way. So you put it on like that. And you know, it's actually pretty close to how it was, but you know, it's a bit off. The angles and whatnot. They got the arm right, but they didn't get like where it was cut off at. Because if you look, it's like right there. So like if it's supposed to be the same droid, then cool, but it's not really accurate. It's not like it could be pieced back together, which would be cool. Now that we got the battle droid out of the way, we take at one of the lesser accessories, which is the comlink. I mean, it's all right. It's pretty cool. I mean, you could put it with other figures if you want, and it comes with a special hand just to hold it. And if you guys want to take a look at it right now, there you go. Like I said, nothing too special. It's still kind of cool that you can get it. Alrighty. Next, we could take a look at one of my least favorite, which I don't know why, and I did not mean to drop it, but I guess Hot Toys has decided that we needed a baby Luke. Which, alright, yeah, it's detailed and it happened in the movie and whatnot. You could show Obi-Wan holding Luke, but we didn't really need this. It's just kind of random on Hot Toys. And okay, now that we're done looking at the weird baby that Hot Toys decided to include, we could finally take a look at one of my favorite pieces, a part of this box set, which is the hologram set. It's really cool. I love it. There's many possibilities with this. Like I showed in my last video, that you could put Ahsoka on top of this and reenact the scene of her deflecting all the bullets from the clones during Order 66. Or you got this, for instance, when Palpatine's having Darth Vader kneel down. I really like these. They're really cool. I think they were 3D printed. Otherwise, I think the lines were intentional. Because, I mean, it's a hologram. Holograms have lines and whatnot, and it's all staticky. But I still get the sense that it was probably 3D printed. We take a look at the Anakin. Very nice. Alrighty. And like I said, this is one of my favorite pieces. I really hope this works for a very long time. Now that we got that out of the way, we can take a look at the wrap. the robe, which I actually really like. I mean, it's a great fabric. It looks great. It's different from the Anakin's one. Very stretchy. Not too stretchy though. It comes with a metal wire along the hood line. And that would be it with the metal wires. I'm not feeling any more. Just along the hood, I guess. Because, I mean, Obi-Wan does set his hood a little differently than all the rest of the Jedi. He has a certain aura when he puts on his hood. You guys will see him in his hood come soon enough when you guys get to the part where you guys can see the poses. But for now, let's talk about his hands. Now, he does come with his basic lightsaber holding hands. As you guys can see, he has it equipped. But he comes with two relaxed hands, both right and left. Pretty close to other figures' hands. No noticeable details on these. And then he also comes with two force pushing, or, laying flat, or, just hands out. These hands will probably be used for force pushing and whatnot. Now, I already showed you guys the one hand that holds the comm link, but I did not show you guys this hand, which I enjoy because it's just a part of his signature pose. And that's the peace sign. You can't go wrong with peace when it comes with Obi-Wan, No, but you guys all know the pose I'm talking about, where he, does this. So I can't wait to set him up in that pose. And since he is a Star Wars figure that comes with a lightsaber, he does come with a light up arm. He comes with a light up arm. Basic skin tone. Now, I noticed that his lightsaber is different from the one that he comes with. You can see the difference if you would focus. So if you guys take a closer look, it is not painted the right way. With the light one, the one that glows, it's more thicker at the top. I mean, other than that though, it looks pretty nice. It does glow pretty bright though. But this is why I plan on custom ordering lightsabers, because sadly enough, Hottoys just does not make bright enough lightsabers. So in the end result, you get this, and you can't even see it glow. I mean, you can a little bit, but who's gonna notice that? And that's with it on, and this is it with it off. Not a huge difference. With that being said, we can finally talk about his lightsaber, which I've mentioned many times that I will be getting custom lightsabers. You gotta love Obi-Wan's hilt. One of my favorites, at least. Very detailed. Especially that right there. all the little screws and whatnot. You could take a look at the bottom. If you wanted to take a look at the top. Alrighty, we finally have all the accessories except for, I guess, the swinging blade. But we already know all about this. You know, it's nothing special, it just looks dumb. Before we take a look at the poses and whatnot, I would like to talk about his flexibility and his overall posability. I mean, I think it's a stock body for him because, I mean, basic male. You of course got his leg span, which it's kind of scary seeing how you got the seam right here that could rip. Overall, that's pretty good. Then you got his knee bend, which once again, also pretty nice. Then you got his ankle. There's not really much you could do with it. You can do it that or that much. But over time, it's gonna scrunch up that boot, and it could hurt it. It could wrinkle it, and if this is pleather, it could even flake. Now there's no wires in his tunic. Except for his shoulders and his sleeves. So if you take a look, you can bend it however you would like. Then you of course got his ab movement, which is actually very limiting because of the belt and whatnot and all the layers he probably has on. But there's only so much you could do with figures like this. You got his arms, of course, all the way up as far as I can get them, all the way back as far as I can get them, all the way down, and if you feel, it's facing this way right now, so if you go like that, that's not bad. A lot of good motion. Then you got his wrist. You always want to be careful with the Hottoys wrist pegs. Always breaking. And then of course, you got his head. Which, by the way, great likeness to Ewan McGregor. A really good actor overall. He's got great head flexibility, in my opinion. You can look up, and you can look down. That's pretty good in my opinion. Overall, I really like how much flexibility he has. I think you could get a lot of good poses with him. And it would be really fun to work with. Definitely a good addition to the collection. So with that being said, we can finally take a look at his poses. Okay guys, now I have a lot of poses planned for Obi-Wan, but here's just one of them. This is going to be the first pose, using some of the droids parts. Sorry, the clinker parts. Got him posed up right next to Ahsoka, which if you look, I mean, I guess he's kind of crouching, so maybe in the next pose I'll show you guys the height difference between the two. But that's pose number 1. Okay, now this is pose 1. Not that different from pose 2. Alrighty, now this is pose 3. This is the height difference between the Ahsoka and Obi-Wan. Very basic pose and whatnot. Alrighty, now this is pose number 4 for those who wanted to see him with the baby. Baby Luke Skywalker, of course. Not bad. Don't think it will be my final pose though. Alrighty, this is going to be our 5th pose. Pretty nice with the hologram display base. It glows actually pretty bright in my opinion. Alrighty, now we have our 6th pose. Can't forget the aura farming pose. And if you wanted to, for your 7th pose, you could show him taking off his robe, preparing to fight. Alrighty, now this is going to be our 8th pose. Very iconic for Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's pretty much his signature pose. Alrighty, so our poses 9 through 11 is going to be a sneak peek into our next Hot Toys figure review. Because this pose will go great with him. I'm not going to say who it is. I'll just let you guys try to figure it out. This is going to be pose number 10. Has us using the swinging lightsaber motion. Which, if you put it in poses like this, it is really hard for it to look good. I mean, this alone with his hands is hard to do. And trying to get his elbow more up into the air was scary because his arm only goes up so far. So, alrighty, this is going to be our 11th pose. Another swinging lightsaber motion action going on. Once again, works well with another Hot Toys figure. Alrighty, this is going to be our 12th and final pose. I can't wait for you guys to see him next to our next review Hot Toys figure. And without further ado, thank you so much for joining me today with this review. Make sure you guys leave a comment on what you guys think of this one. You guys can leave a like or dislike if you'd like. Isn't that a bunch of words that are messed up, huh? Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next review.